for the next few minutes, we are going to have a very basic, brief look at how to do puppetry. It's a great tool, particularly with children. Hi. And really fun and can make people laugh a lot. It's really useful in all age services as well. And there's a few simple things that you need to remember if you're doing puppetry to make it work and make it not look ridiculous. So the first thing that you need to do, I'm going to show you without a puppet on my hand first, so that you can see what I'm doing. The first thing that is key to remember when you're doing puppetry is to move your thumb, not your hand. If you think about when someone is talking, the top of my head isn't going up and down, it's the bottom jaw that is moving. So if you're doing a puppet and you want it to look as lifelike as a puppet can look, you want to move your thumb, not the top of your hand. It's virtually impossible to not move the top a little bit, but the majority of the movement needs to be in your thumb. So rule 1, move your thumb. Okay. Rule number 2 is to open your mouth on words. Let me show you this. So I'm not going to do a voice because I'm not very good at voices, but if you bite your words when you're talking, it looks like this and really silly, okay? Whereas if you open the puppet's mouth when he says a word, it looks more normal, okay? So when you are doing puppetry, you move your thumb and you open the mouth on the words. So rule 1, use your thumb. Rule 2, open the mouth. The next thing you need to remember is to make sure that you sync what the puppet is doing with the words that you are saying. If you're just doing this, you might get away with it, but it's not going to be as good as if the puppet's mouth is opening when you say the words. So rule 1, thumb. Rule 2, open the mouth on the words. Rule 3, lip sync. And rule 4 is to keep your puppet moving a little bit. So when we stand still, we don't ever really stand still. Same for a puppet. If there's a puppet just sitting there like this, it looks really strange. People are going to think that your puppet is dead, maybe. So actually, all it takes is just a little bit of movement. Keep your hand moving inside a puppet. Another thing that is really easy to do is to have your puppet doing this, staring at the sky, because it's hard holding your arm in the air and all that sort of stuff. So just make sure you've got your hand down like this. And so they are the things that you need to remember to make a puppet look as real as you can make a puppet. So that is thumb, move your thumb, not the top of your hand. Open the mouth on your words. Think about the lip sync and keep him moving or her moving so that they don't look dead. A great way to make puppets work really well is to give each individual puppet a character. This is Winston. I'm not normally Winston's handler, so I'm not going to do that today. But if you give them a character, they can become a real have a life of their own. They can have a drama that goes with it, and the children will get to know the character, and then they will love and want to meet the character. Also, another little thing, if the idea of ventriloquism scares you, which it does for most of us, you can get puppet screens that you can then have your puppet popping out the top of a screen, and you can hide behind the screen, and that's a very good way of doing it. Also, the strange thing is, and you've probably been doing it while you've been watching this video, when you have a puppet in your hands, people don't actually look at you, they look at the puppet, regardless of what you're saying. So you can just talk and the children will look at the puppet and think it is him. I think that is all of it. So I hope you have a lot of fun. They're a great tool and do use them in your ministry.